Dire wolves went extinct, are your savings next? That's not just a catchy title, it's a brutal wake-up call. Because let's be real, the way most people handle money today? It's prehistoric. They're stuck in old habits, ignoring rising costs, living paycheck to paycheck, and thinking a savings account is enough. But just like those massive beasts that ruled their era, the moment the world changed, they couldn't adapt. And they disappeared. Poof! Gone. That's exactly what's happening to your savings if you don't evolve. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Inflation is silently eating your cash, monthly expenses creep up like a bad sequel, and your job security? It's not as secure as you think. People feel stuck, frustrated, even ashamed. They try to save, but it never feels like enough. They want to invest, but don't know how. They hear about renda passiva, como comprar negocio, habitos financieros, but it all feels out of reach. You feel like you're behind, like everyone else has the playbook, but you missed the huddle. But this isn't just about fear. This is about breaking the cycle. It's about shifting your money mindset, taking back control, and finally building a system that works with your life, not against it. It's about using dicas financas that actually make sense, learning how to conseguir dinero without burning out, and creating a plan that protects your peace and your future. Imagine finally being able to breathe at the end of the month, without checking your bank account in a panic. That's not a dream. It's a strategy, and it starts now. And as you're about to see, the secrets aren't in some Ivy League textbook. They're simple, actionable, human. You'll learn how to adapt fast, invest smart, and build habits that turn struggle into stability. By the end of this, you'll see why letting your money sit is the real danger, and why updating how you think about wealth might just be your greatest comeback move. So let's jump in, because the world's changing fast, and it's time to decide, are you adapting or disappearing? When it comes to managing your money, think of your budget like the GPS in your car. If you don't update it when traffic or construction hits, you're just wasting time and gas going the wrong way. Same with your monthly budget, it needs to reflect your real life. Prices go up, your goals evolve, and sometimes that side hustle starts bringing in more than your 9 to 5. That's why updating your plan monthly isn't optional, it's survival. And when your budget's outdated, you're basically driving blind through a storm. A good budget isn't static, it moves with you, just like Tony Stark's tech in Iron Man. Every version got smarter, stronger, more prepared for the next battle. Your money plan should do the same. Review last month's wins and losses. Did groceries eat up more than expected? Did you get hit with surprise charges? Adjust for them. If you started using cashback apps or meal prepping, that's a win. Put that saved money to work through small investments. Maybe even consider setting up a recurring $50 into index funds like VTI or SPY. Let's talk income shifts. Maybe you picked up extra hours. Maybe your freelance gigs paid out more than you thought. That extra cash? Don't just let it sit. Reallocate it toward your financial goals. Build that emergency fund, pay off debt faster, or boost your passive income streams. Small changes make a big impact over time. Remember, budgeting isn't about restriction, it's about direction. And adjusting it often keeps your habits aligned with where you're headed financially. Most people don't fail financially because they're lazy, they fail because they don't plan for the unexpected. Just like in The Walking Dead, the folks who survived weren't the strongest, they were the most adaptable. Your financial life works the same way. Want more money? Start by knowing exactly where it's going. Want to build wealth? Update your roadmap every month. You'll be shocked how powerful a habit this small can be. And speaking of small habits that lead to big growth, wait till you see what happens when you stop hoarding cash and make your money actually work for you. Saving money feels safe, right? But just letting cash sit in your account is like hiding your food in the sun. Eventually, it rots. Inflation's always creeping in, slowly eating away your buying power. That $1,000 you tucked away 5 years ago? It buys less today, and even less tomorrow. Keeping cash without a plan isn't security, it's slow motion loss. The goal isn't just to save, it's to grow. Think of money like characters in Breaking Bad, minus the crime. Walter's empire didn't build itself by stashing bills in a crawl space, it grew because he reinvested constantly. Now, your version? Way more legal. Start small with investments like index funds, VTI, SCHD, or even FXAIX, which spread your risk and grow over time. You don't need to be a Wall Street genius, just consistent. Let compound interest be your silent business partner. The secret sauce? Habit. Automate your investments like a Netflix subscription, only this one builds your future instead of draining it. Apps like Fidelity, M1 Finance, or Robinhood let you set recurring deposits without lifting a finger. Investing just $50 to $100 per month could turn into tens of thousands over the years. That's how you unlock long-term freedom. You're not just saving, you're building a passive income machine that grows while you sleep. People say cash is king, but that's outdated. Cash is like the side character that supports the real hero, your assets. Whether it's real estate, dividend stocks, or even REITs, your money should always be doing something. Like in Ozark, Marty Burr had to make every dollar work hard, and while you don't need the drama, you do need that mindset. And once you stop letting money sleep, you'll see how even small shifts can change everything. Up next, we're hunting down hidden predators in your wallet that are draining you without you even noticing. You ever check your bank statement and think, what the hell is this $7.99 charge? That's a hidden predator. Subscriptions you forgot about, apps you never use, and those random impulse buys at checkout, they're bleeding your wallet dry. These expenses don't feel big, but they stack up fast. It's like a financial paper cut, small but constant, and it hurts over time. Real wealth starts by stopping the leaks. Think of it like Stranger Things. Those little creatures slipping through the cracks of the upside down? Yeah, that's your money disappearing into a dark place. Start by pulling your last 3 months of bank statements and circling anything that doesn't give you real value. Are you actually using that gym app? Do you really need 4 streaming services? Cut what doesn't serve your bigger financial goals, and reinvest that cash in your future. Impulse spending is another trap. Retail therapy feels good in the moment, but later, guilt kicks in hard. Swap that dopamine hit with smarter habits, like moving that money to your investment account instead. Got the urge to spend? Wait 48 hours. That must-have item usually doesn't feel so urgent after a couple days. Apps like Rocket Money or Anab can help track and cancel those sneaky charges automatically. This is where the money mindset kicks in hard. Financial discipline isn't about living poor, it's about living smarter. Just like in The Office, when Michael Scott kept buying useless stuff until it nearly wrecked him, don't be that guy. You're in control now. The more you clean up these sneaky habits, the faster your savings grow. And once you clear the clutter, you'll be ready to prepare for something way more powerful, the one move that separates survivors from builders. Building an emergency fund is like prepping for winter. No one wants to get caught in the cold without a plan. Life throws curveballs, layoffs, medical bills, car trouble. And if you've got no financial cushion, that stress hits hard. Having 3 to 6 months of expenses saved isn't a luxury, it's survival. This is one of those non-negotiable money habits that separates the stable from the constantly stressed. Think of The Walking Dead. The characters who survived longest weren't the toughest, they were the ones who stayed ready. Your emergency fund is your backpack full of supplies. Start small if you have to, aim for $500 first, then $1,000, then build from there. Every dollar saved is one less moment of panic when life hits you sideways. It's not about fear, it's about control. Where do you even put this money? Not under your mattress, that's for sure. A high-yield savings account like Ally or Capital One 360 gives you better returns while keeping your cash liquid. Automate the process, set a transfer every payday. You won't miss it, but you will feel the difference when your car breaks down and you don't need to call your parents or swipe your credit card. This is also a mindset shift. You're not preparing for disaster, you're protecting your freedom. When things get rough, your emergency fund gives you options. You can take a breath, think clearly, and avoid making desperate choices. And with that base secured, we're about to step into the next level of financial evolution, where true resilience comes from multiple income streams. Putting all your money into one job or one savings account? That's like betting your life on a single dice roll. If that paycheck disappears, you're toast. Diversifying your income is one of the smartest moves you can make in personal finance. Whether it's a side hustle, investments, or passive income, this is how people stop living paycheck to paycheck. Financial freedom comes from having options, not just discipline. Think of Breaking Bad, but stay with me here, we're skipping the crime part. Walter White's shift wasn't just about desperation, it was about realizing one income source wouldn't cut it. Instead of making the wrong choice, you can make the smart one. Sell digital products, offer freelance services, flip items online, rent out your car, real, legit stuff. The key? Make your skills work for you while you sleep. Investing is another game changer. Low-cost index funds like VOO or FXAIX are great starters for building wealth. These aren't quick wins, but they're solid. Start with $50 a month if that's what you've got. Over time, that grows way more than a dusty savings account. And if you want real leverage, learn about REITs, dividend stocks, or affiliate income. Let your money do the heavy lifting. When you rely on just one stream, you're walking a tightrope. One gust of wind, a job loss, an illness, a family emergency, and you're off balance. Multiple income streams are your safety net. They turn chaos into choices. And the moment you stop just surviving and start stacking opportunities, you're ready for something bigger, like creating a future that's designed to thrive, not just survive. Most people are stuck in survival mode, just trying to keep the lights on and the bills paid. But here's the real talk, that mindset keeps you trapped. If you want more money, more peace, more freedom, you need a one-year financial plan that's clear and doable. Not some vague dream, but real steps, like paying off a $2,000 credit card, or saving $100 a month toward a down payment. Habits build momentum, and momentum builds wealth. Let's take a note from The Pursuit of Happiness. Chris Gardner didn't just dream, he mapped his escape from homelessness by setting small goals: get the internship, keep his son safe, show up every day. Your plan should be like that. Want to start a business? Break it down, research your niche, save $500 for startup costs, build a simple landing page. Each step fuels belief. Each win proves you're capable. And don't skip the emotional part, attach your goals to something personal. Maybe it's sending your kid to college, leaving your toxic job, or finally taking your parents on that trip. Numbers are great, but emotions are fuel. Pair financial goals with deep whys and you'll find the grit to keep going, even when motivation dips. Remember, education financiera is emotional, too. It's not just about money, it's about who you're becoming. If you track progress monthly, celebrate small wins, and adjust when needed, you're not just surviving, you're building a new identity. Someone who understands Dicas Financas, who applies Habitos K. Jerem Dinheiro, who's learning Como Conseguir Dinheiro with clarity. And once that confidence starts growing, there's no turning back. Because what's coming next is deeper, it's not just about systems, it's about foundations. And that's where the truth really hits. Building wealth without a solid foundation is like setting up camp on sand, looks fine until the storm hits. In Matthew 7 verse 24, Jesus lays it down, the wise build on the rock. And let's be real, that rock isn't just strategy or hustle. It's Jesus. It's the values he taught: discipline, wisdom, stewardship, integrity. If your money mindset doesn't rest on truth, it'll crack under pressure. Think of your financial life like a house. Every habit you build, budgeting, saving, investing, is a brick. But what's holding those bricks together? If it's greed or fear, the house won't last. But if it's built on Christ's values, you're setting yourself up for peace and long-term abundance. Not just surviving storms, but standing tall through them. That's what true financial freedom looks like. Just look at Hidden Figures. Those women faced storms, racism, sexism, pressure, but they stood on something solid: faith, family, self-worth. That's what carried them through and elevated their success. Your plan to crecer nas financas pessoas needs more than just knowledge, it needs spiritual grounding. Jesus didn't avoid talking about money. He taught us how to handle it wisely, with purpose. He is the blueprint. When your financial decisions reflect biblical truth, you're not just chasing wealth, you're honoring God with it. And guess what? That creates an unshakable peace. Suddenly, Daikas Finankas and Habitos Sodavas mean more than just profits, they become acts of faith. And when that foundation is set, everything else aligns. Because what comes next will shape the way you see money, and show you how it can serve your purpose, not own your peace. If you've made it this far, one thing's clear, you're not like the rest. You're not just surviving anymore, you're ready to thrive. You've seen how simple adjustments, like updating your budget, cutting financial dead weight, and shifting your money mindset, can create massive change. The pain of feeling stuck, lost, or behind on your goals. That's no longer your story. Now, you're someone who acts, who builds, who understands that true financial freedom comes from clarity, habits, and a plan. So let me ask you, what are you doing today to change your tomorrow? Are you ready to ditch the paycheck-to-paycheck stress and actually build something that lasts? Because now you've got the tools. You know how to start investing, how to cut waste, and how to finally align your money with your values. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next step. Daikas Finankas, como conseguir dinero, como comprar negocio, and everything in between. This journey's just getting started. And if you're serious about leveling up, mentally, financially, and emotionally, then there's something waiting for you that ties it all together. My exclusive resource, Holistic Health, nourish your mind, balance your finances, transform your life, is designed to take you even deeper. You'll learn how to create passive income streams, eliminate debt, build smarter habits, and maintain mental clarity under financial pressure. Click the link in the pinned comment now and start transforming your finances today. It's your time. Check out the material in the pinned comment. It's not just another guide, it's the roadmap you've been missing. Don't let another month slip away. Don't wait for the perfect moment, create it. The difference between who you are and who you want to be is what you do next. So, what's your move?